Hey y'all, it's
Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. Today's video has been long requested for a long time. It's been a couple months that I've been saying I'm gonna film this video, and if you've been keeping up with my channel, you'd know that. But then also, if you click this video because of the title of the video, you also know that. So either way, today's video is going to be all about my curly hair and what I'm gonna talk— whoa, that hurt. What I'm gonna talk about in this video is how I take care of my hair, how I decided that I actually like my natural hair, some products I use, some products I don't use, some homemade recipes, not to like style your hair because I don't know, I'm not at that level yet, but to take care of your hair, to hydrate, moisturize, all that good stuff, and just some more facts about curly hair, mine specifically. Also, I want to apologize. The thumbnail looks different because I already filmed this video a couple days ago and I accidentally deleted all the footage. So here I am filming again for you guys because I love you guys. Alright, so the first thing I wanted to say is that I haven't always had curly hair that's this texture. Right now, at this point, my curl type is between 3A and 3B. And if you don't know about curl types, just look them up. No, I'm just kidding. Here's a chart that I've conveniently provided for you guys. It basically just helps you measure what kind of curl pattern you have and how to best take care of it based on that. So mine is between these two types right here, which means, I don't know what it means. It just, there's no scientific meaning or reason behind that. It's just the way it be. I had curly hair growing up, but it wasn't the same texture that it is right now. It was a little bit straighter and more like loose. You know, the curls weren't as tight as they are right now. I don't know if straightening is the right word because I wouldn't use a straightener, but I would use a blow dryer to straighten my hair a lot when I was a kid. And I think it was just because it was easier, you know, all the creams and the stuff. Maybe that's another reason why my hair didn't curl up as much as it could have. I don't know. I really don't know. Anyways, so with age, my hair has curled differently and has grown into a different texture than it is today. In middle school, I really wanted to have not straight hair, but like more wavy hair because everyone had straight hair and it felt like mine, especially because it was long and like I didn't treat it very well. That made me feel like my hair was inconvenient or like it wasn't pretty. So I'm glad that now in the place that I am, I've learned to appreciate my hair and to love the texture that it is because that's the way God made me. So that's the way I love my hair. Moving on. For the most part, I like to style my hair either like really big, let it air dry. Sometimes I use a diffuser, but I try to avoid that because of the heat damage and stuff. Or like I'm wearing right now, like have it slick back and put in a puff and do my edges, and it's just, I mean, it's more low maintenance that way and it still looks cute. So that's a plus point. From time to time, when I'm doing like a moisture treatment or something, I'll put it in cornrows so that I can, like, over the course of that time I have cornrows in, like that the moisture can work as well as it can. It's a protective style and that's what it do. That's what it be doing. I think I'm gonna start with shampoo and conditioner. So I wash my hair twice a week. I try and wash it twice a week. Sometimes, you know, you have to throw in an extra wash day just for reasons, but on the regular I wash my hair twice a week, and one of those two washes I try and do a moisture mask or some kind of hydration product that just helps keep my hair healthy and not dry. With my texture of hair, I've found that going to have it trimmed or layered to keep it healthy is best to do with the frequency of maybe like 3-4 months. I said I was going to start with products, so we're going to do that now. For shampoo and conditioner, the brand that I've been liking a lot right now because they're vegan, they're cruelty free, and their bottles are 100% recyclable, which is so nice for the planet, is Love Beauty and Planet. See, I did a little foreplay with the words there. Love Beauty and Planet, they're a wonderful brand. They have products for any texture of hair, any kind of hair. You got straight hair, curly hair, kinky hair, frizzy hair, oily hair, dry hair, damaged hair, chemically altered hair. They don't have an option for no hair, unfortunately, but it's okay. We're gonna overlook it. This is their curl line, obviously, and they use, I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce this, but it's spelled M-U-R-U, so muru, I think that's how they say it. I don't know, feel free to look it up, and rose extract, and both are very hydrating but not heavy or greasy products, which is good for my texture of hair, because even though my curls are on the tighter side, I have like more thin hair, which means that any heavy products or like greasy oils or whatever, they're gonna like make my hair heavy and like not light and bouncy like I want it to be. So I like these products. Now I would definitely recommend. They're awesome. They smell so good. These are like heavenly. Moving on. Sometimes when I do masks for my hair, like I said, I use different kinds depending on what I want to do. For example, more recently I dyed my hair, which means that it's like still recovering from that chemical process. So for that I have this, it's a Brazilian brand, so I'll read it in Portuguese. It's the Gel Active Rasquel Cosmética Natural, and it's their vitamin you get in vitamin E mask. It's a strengthening and replenishing mask that you use post chemical processes, in which case would be dyeing my hair. So I put it in, I leave it in for 10 minutes. If you guys saw my last vlog, you know that any product or whatever that you're supposed to leave in, I leave it in for a little extra time. I don't know if you guys do that too. Like, you think in your brain, you're like, yo, this is gonna increase the potential stonks of this product. Let me know if I'm the only one that thinks like that, because that would be embarrassing. But then other times when I'm doing a mask for like heavy moisturizing, I'll use, again, actually I don't even think this is Portuguese, I think this is French or something. Professional Probelli Age Ultra Replenishing Mask. Also green, but guess what? This time it's green on the inside too. It doesn't leave your hair green, obviously. But anyways, oh, I smelled too deep. This is also a great mask to leave in for an extended amount of time. Like, this is what I had in when I had my cornrows in, just because it's great. It does great things. It's like a power. No, that's the next thing. Just hold on for a minute. The only thing is I don't use it that often, just because it has silicone in it, which means that I'm not going to compare it to drugs because that's a little bit heavy. But if your hair creates a dependency on products like silicone, it damages your hair more than it helps your hair. So I try to avoid it for the most part, but sometimes it's okay. Like I said, the next thing, which is the thing I'm gonna talk about now, this is a power shot for your hair. Shot. It's Pantene. Oh, that's fancy. Just kidding, it's not fancy. And it's their hydrating power shot for your hair. Similarly to this last mask that I showed you guys, this one has glycerin in it, which is another product which you should not create dependency on with your hair, because it will damage your hair over time. So this is also a once a month kind of product. Actually, I think I'll get like 3 uses out of this, which is really nice, and I would definitely recommend it. It was very good for my hair. Next is styling. No, just kidding. Well, sometimes we do be styling. As far as styling products go with my hair, I've had like a wave relationship, because I used to not know what was best for my hair. When I decided to start liking my curly hair, I was kind of just like looking up, you know, what everybody uses. So in hindsight, that wasn't the best idea that I've ever had, but it kind of started me off on a track, not the right track, but a track for sure. In like late middle school, I got into using Deva Curl's styling cream and their other products. And no shade on Deva Curl, because they do be having some good products sometimes. Like, this is a good product. When today my hair is slicked back anyway, so this being a more like heavy product, that's okay. It's not like I'm gonna have my hair like out. It's down, it's back. A thicker product works for defining the curls, which is what I want to do right now anyway, and it gets my hair kind of oily too. Nobody likes that, so I use this when I'm doing stuff like this, and it works great. So there's a line of hair salons here in Sao Paulo called Soho, and I mean, they're a hair salon, so they cut hair, but they have a very good line of products for different kinds of hair, and their line of products for curly hair I like a lot. I think it's been maybe 2 years now. This is their curl activating cream. It has ginseng, green tea, and oils from Senegal, so that's nice. I like this a lot. It's light and it's airy. It is a hydrating modeling cream, which means that it keeps my hair soft and smelling wonderful while still defining my curls. I try and use less of it when I use it because it was more on the pricey side. Also, since it's a more light product, when I want something that's gonna keep my curls in, I use this, but then with it, I use Not Your Mother's Kinky Move Curl Defining Hair Cream. It's more like a gel actually, but that's okay. Funny story about this, it was my mother's and I stole it, so now it's not my mother's. Sorry, mom. It's infused with grapeseed and jasmine and it smells really, really nice. But the main purpose of it, which is holding your curls in place, it does a great job of that. I really like it, which is why I pair it with the leave-in conditioner. Wear them together and they look fantastic. They pop. But what's really popping is this last product that I'm gonna show you guys. It's my favorite product and I came across it only recently when I did my highlights because the lady was like, this is really good. Let me use it in your hair. If you like it, you can buy it. And I was like, I like it. So I bought it. She gave me a discount and I felt really happy that day. So nice. So nice. Considering I have more thin hair, the lighter the product, the better. And this is the lightest that I've found. This is Anna.a.'s Permanent Afro Revitalizing Curl Daily Use Spray. I don't use it as a spray because like the lady taught me at the hair salon, it's one of those really like weak sprays. So what I do is I unscrew the lid spray and I pour some into my hand and then I use it like I would any other cream, and it's really, really good. The fact that it's light, almost like a water consistency, means that it doesn't weigh down my hair and I get like these results. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. I would definitely recommend to anyone that has a similar hair texture. I will be repurchasing this again when it runs out. Then when I do a style like this where it's slicked back and then on an everyday basis when I do my edges, I've been using this is a Brazilian brand, so Karina's fixating gel. And what I like about this one is that it's long duration, which means it holds your hair in place for a long time, and then also it doesn't have alcohol in it, which is very good because then it doesn't dry out your hair and it doesn't damage your hair, because that's what alcohol does to your hair and to the rest of your system. I think I'll get a good use out of this because I've used a normal amount but only like this much of it is gone, and I've had this for maybe 3 months, so that's pretty good. As you guys can see, my edges are very much flake. Well, the side a little bit less, but that's okay. The side's still nice, and it does a great job of holding all of my baby hairs in place. To style it, I use like a baby hairbrush. My bad. Baby toothbrush, because the bristles are really soft and there's more of them, which means that you can do more to style. Sometimes I use an old spoolie. The only thing about that is that it gets all tangled with like the rest up here. I'm not trying to get involved up in there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to get the edges laid, that's it. So a spoolie can be more complicated for me sometimes, which is why I try and use the baby toothbrush. I almost said hairbrush again. And oh yeah, the last thing, well, not the last thing, we're not there yet. Like I said before, sometimes I use my diffuser, my secret weapon, which isn't really a secret because a lot of people use diffusers. On days where it's cold like today and I want to dry my hair faster so I don't, you know, get sick, or if I need to like go to school, which hasn't happened in a while. If I need to go to school or church or just get ready with that super speedy speed, I use the diffuser because it just helps dry my hair faster. And when I do use it, either I use the blast chiller, that's a baking term. I use the blast chiller button, or I just put it on low heat and it is not as bad. And then, like I said, I don't use this so much because, well, heat damage. Air drying your hair is always a more healthy option, but sometimes, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. So I do be liking this diffuser. Now I'm gonna tell you guys some of the homemade recipes for hair masks that I've used before that are fantastic and that I really like and that they worked very well. Remembering that these are masks, you don't like wear these for the whole day. Have them in for maybe an hour or two and then you wash them out. Don't leave the stuff in your hair because it'll be nasty. The first recipe, you take, okay, so half an avocado, but that's Brazilian avocados, which are bigger, like the size of my head, basically. Half of that, or if you're using American avocados, I think the ratio would be like 2 entire ones. 2 spoons of olive oil, and what was the third thing? There was a third thing. Oh yeah, and honey, as much as you want, because it depends on yeah, it depends. Yeah, honey to taste, but don't taste it because it's probably disgusting. And then you mix that up. Put is a broad term. I would use your hands, but like in the shower or over the sink. Put it in your hair. You do it the ratchet way. You put the plastic bag on your head and then you pull the thingies down. You pull the handles down and you twist them and you tie them behind your head, and then let it sit for like an hour or two. Do normal things and go back and wash it out later. The second recipe is basically the same. It's just that you swap out the olive oil for coconut oil, and then you add a shot of in Portuguese it's óleo de ricino, castor oil. You add a shot of castor oil, which you should be able to buy at the drugstore. They sell them in like capsules, but like they're tubes, not capsules. Yeah, you just use all of that. Basically, it's just an agent to help strengthen the roots of your hair. It helps grow better and faster. I've been using it on my eyebrows. You can use it for your eyelashes. I guess if you're a guy, you can try using it like on a mustache, but I don't know if that would work because it's a little bit different. There were only 2 recipes. Sorry, if you were expecting more, you can look some up on Pinterest. Basically, they're all the same, so you just switch out the different oils or whatever depending on what you need for your hair. If you need moisture, if you need growth, if you need whatever you need, you just look up what you need on Pinterest. To end this video, I'm gonna say some wisdom, spit some facts for you guys. Your hair, your natural hair, however it looks, whatever texture it is, that's the way God made you. That's the hair he gave you. Love your hair. I did not love my hair before, but now I do, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. This is the hair that I was, well, not the hair I was, yeah, it is the hair. No, it's not, because your hair falls out and regrows before the age of 14. That's not the point. That is the hair that God intended for you to have. So what I'm trying to say is take care of it, nurture it, grow it, and learn to love it because it's beautiful. You wouldn't be you without it. Like my friends have said, you know what, I can't even picture you with straight hair because it would just look weird. No, it wouldn't look like Anna. It would be like disproportionate and stuff. All of which is true, and I agree with them 100%. I haven't straightened my hair in a long time. I don't think straightening your natural hair is bad or wrong. I just choose not to do it because I don't need to, and I like my hair the way it is, the texture that it is. That was a very nice message of self-love right there. Anyways, that brings us to the end of the video. I'm glad you guys hopefully have sticked to this point, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something, whether it applies to you or it's just cool knowledge for you to know. I'm glad I was able to contribute in that way. I love you guys, and I'm glad to finally have filmed this video because it's been way too long, and I'm glad that it's finally going out there for you guys. Anything for you guys. Love you guys. God bless. Peace out, my homies, and I'll see y'all see me in the next video. Bye. Hey y'all, it's